Taurus sun, moon, and ascendant. Here I go. All right, Taurus, here you go. You might have had some kind of, let's say, emotional time over the last little while. March is still going to be a little bit emotional. And you know, maybe there's a disinterest in old things and a need to change things and need to make some solid, comfortable, healthy changes in your life. You could have looked at your life as it's been you know, a conglomeration of many stressful times, especially over the last 4 or 5 years of your life. And so it does look like you are going to take March to kind of sort through some of that, and you may decide to make headway with those that you've had some difficulties with, and some of those things you may just choose to completely walk away from. And so there will be a decision making or thinking things through around relationships that matter to you. More than one relationship has been a bone of contention or caused you some sort of stress over the last little while. More than one important relationship has been heartbreaking to you. So, you know, what Spirit's saying here is, you know, just to take a look at your part in the situation and try to evaluate it with the most openness or the most open heart. And be mindful not to, you know, be too narrow without discussion with others, because you could be assuming things that'll cause you to act in ways that don't fairly equate the situation. So you want to make sure of that. I know you like to be fair and in balance with things for the most part, so it's really important for you to, you know, sit back and really take a good look at whatever decisions you're making, and make sure they don't hurt you, harm you in the long run, okay, Taurus? Now, you may have a couple of jobs, a couple of opportunities to make money, or a couple of big projects, or a couple of companies that you give your effort and energy to that will help you provide more income to your family and your home. You may have rejected a certain part of your business. Maybe you're going through that right now and deciding you won't do something anymore. You're done with certain part of your business. And I guess there's something going on there for you. Maybe this is heartbreaking for you, or maybe this is harmful to your soul, or maybe you're doubting yourself. Whatever it is a difficult decision for you to make. But I do think in the end, you'll make the decision that's best for you and your energy level and the direction you're heading now. So I would have faith in that decision that you're making around your working or money-making place, okay? It's relationships with people I'm a little more concerned about, because I think what I see here is you love deeply and expect deeply, and those expectations might have been crushed, misunderstood, misaligned, this type of thing. And maybe you've taken sort of a step back, and but you're still fighting. Even if you stop and think about it, you're still fighting with others. Even if you're standing back, you haven't resolved it, so making you irritated in other places. So you need to really look. You can't get away with not looking at it. Sorry, dude. Taurus, deal with it, okay? You need to talk, you need to communicate, you need to come from a place of love. You need to realize that maybe you're part of the problem, you need to be part of the solution. Maybe you've been struggling with your own depression, fears and worries, that type of a thing. And, you know, wherever there was love, it's probably still love. So, you know, try to force yourself to face these issues and work through them. If it's your lover, and I do see there be some issues with your lover, and you seeking balance or wanting balance in the relationship, in, you know, overall, I think there's been, you know, a lack of balance around you. And this is what I was saying earlier. You really need that. You need that to come into play. Have a mood disorder. You might also be in a menopausal state, or you are overwhelmed with situations, or you're unwell. Either way, your moods have changed, your energy level has changed, and there's no compensation for it, and there needs to be some compensation for, where you're at, right? There might be a part of you that wants a change in the work environment. And this is the only area that I see. Like, actually, normally I think that you folks like to have things sort of standard and scheduled. You like things to be a certain way. It's not that you don't like change at all, but you like things in rhythm, right? But in your workplace, I think you're seeking change. And in your relationship place, I think you're seeking change. So this is, what you need to work on in March, is figuring out what change you want. Hurt, or if you're feeling like you need to talk, I think it's a good idea to pick up that phone. Okay? Money. I think money is slow right now, and the month of March is no different. It's going to be a little bit slow. There'll be more going out than coming in. But there will be a regrouping or resorting or re-energizing, certainly that in the spring, which is coming up in a few months. I do think your relationship is improving. Your partnership will improve with discussion, with conversation. There might be like I said, I think there might be some depression issues going on here. I do have a couple of cards that indicate it. You could be dealing with a number of people who have issues and have depression as well, that is causing you to be depressed and worried about them. Some of you with mother energies or mother issues, let's just put it that way. And those situations are going to be in constant motion in trying to, resolve those issues. Okay. Love, relationship-wise, can be improved easily with conversation. Well, maybe not super easy, but easier with conversation. Relationships with your children or siblings, a little more difficult, but definitely resolvable and worthy of resolving. But there might be a few friends that, you're starting to realize that they're taking advantage of things, taking advantage of you, or they're supporting your negative thoughts and fears or something like that. And I think you're going to make a cut on that and just move forward finally. And this may be a really big move for you. And health. Let's talk a little bit about health. I think the biggest deal here might be moods, okay, for your health. Other than that, moods and heartache, not necessarily physical problems. There might be a handful of you with some lingering issues that are hidden or in the background in your mind, but I see March as a healthier month for you than I have seen in some months previously. I hope that helps. My Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for March 2024.